Hey y'all, what's happening? It's your brother in the footwork and your footwork news boy, DJ Cornerstone. And you're watching Give Us the Works on the Footwork Out YouTube channel, where I interview various dancers, DJs, and producers. So y'all pay attention as our guest today gives us the works.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, it's your brother in the footwork and your footwork news boy, DJ Cornerstone. And y'all in for something real good today. Because today I got none other than the raw footworker, businessman, King Jade out on the set. So give it up.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? I appreciate it. For sure.
Oh man, yes indeed, man. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. I know we've been trying to get this together for a while, man. Since what was the beatdown picnic?
Or the beatdown picnic. Yeah, it was since the right after the beatdown picnic, like around my birthday.
Oh,
like September, because I was so busy on my birthday and then out partying, so I wasn't bringing the laptop out with me. Now I'm bringing the laptop in with me. You hear me?
Yeah, no, that's understood. We was trying to get it going right then and there, but hey, one day I'm had the technology, man. We're gonna be able to do it on the spot next time.
For sure, it's all love. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Hey, so just to kick it off, man, for those who don't know, if you just start off by saying like where you from, man?
Oh well, obviously I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm from the east side of Chicago, which is the south side, but we call it the east side. It's like anything from Stony Island back to the lake, state to the lake, as some people call it. Me personally, I say Stony Island to the lake. That's the real east side. I grew up over there around like 71st, Town, the same block G Herbo grew up on. Went to school with G Herbo. Went to school with a few artists that came up out of the trenches. Pretty much the whole south side, east side thing was a big thing about dancing, footworking. You know what I'm saying? So if you weren't no basketball player, you was a dancer. You know what I'm saying? The rapping game ain't got that cold there yet then until probably like after Bum J and then really hit the scene and really start doing what they was doing. You feel me? Part of it that. So.
Man, right on. So when did you start footworking? How old were you?
I was maybe no, I wasn't no maybe. It was for sure. I was I was like 5 years old.
Dang.
So we gonna say like I'm 88. I was born in 88. So by 93, 94, 95, I was on the scene. Like, and this was in a big deal of everything going on. Like I was probably like, when you look at the industry, fathers like artists, young artists that grew up in the industry, I am the Lil Wayne of the culture. I am the Lil Bow Wow. You feel me? I was that young around a culture like that. So that was pretty much the whole thing with that though. Like I was very young. The rap days, everything like that.
Did you have anyone in particular who taught you?
You know what's so crazy? And I think, and it's a lot of people that can vouch for this. I had no one teach me.
Really?
I had no one teach me. It was like, me personally, I come to figure out it's just a flat out gift. Like anything, I was seeing my cousin do it. Now don't get me wrong, I had to see it. I just went up for me to be able to try to do it. And for the people that I saw trying to do it was my cousin, Man and Sponge. They was from my area, 73rd Rhythm, over that way. We grew up over the east. Used to be hitting the route, everything like that, the ring, everything that was like for the weekend. I used to go with them. I wasn't footwork. I always was a dancer. I was a Michael Jackson fan. Like, mom and daddy hit the Michael Jackson. Like I was the kid in the family that really was that cold and dancer. When the family came over, like, oh, he really liked that. Ooh, so Michael Jackson taught me everything. Fred Astaire taught me everything I know. You know what I'm saying? These people I don't even know to this day, but these are people I study, watch as I came up. It was a couple of black tap dancers back in the day I grew up on. Y'all probably know them as well. I just don't know their name, but you know them when you see them. You know what I'm saying? One of those situations. But I'm gonna make it my business to figure out their names because I followed their career for a long time. So you know what I'm saying? Even like a lot of moves, I had just updated something on my Instagram not too long ago, and it was on there like, you know, certain moves in the culture that we made is particular certain styles of dance. Like Goon Squad got a certain style of dance. TS got a certain style of dance. Havoc got a certain. So this particular style, this was from the 1940s, maybe I want to say the early 40s, because it was in black and white. And you know, back in the day, like the footwork was so crazy, for real. Like not just to say Chicago, I'm just saying the footwork period. They was doing some skates. And they named it was named something else, but I had posted on the top of my Instagram. It's probably still up there. I said it was GS skates. You know what I'm saying? So for everything to come back in a cycle and just be recycled, that's basically what it is, being recycled. Everything that we want.
So if I'm not mistaken, you say, I'm just trying to make sure I got it right. You saw a video clip or something from the 40s? Tap dance they did?
Yeah, from the early 40s.
Yeah.
And I think it's gold off my thing now, but I just posted it yesterday. And when I see it, I'm gonna send it to your Instagram so you can see it. Like, but them a lot of the moves I look at from back in the day, the black and white films. I'm not like, people wouldn't notice though, but like I'm a real movie buff for like movies like that back in the day. Cowboy movies and like that. Like I like that. Like I grew up on that. You feel me? It ain't like no real cowboy, John Wayne and all them that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was mostly my inspiration, me teaching me how to dance and stuff like that. Other than that, I watched everything. I saw what I liked and I implemented it into what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what became my own style, as everybody sees. Because I don't dance like everybody else, but I can mimic a lot of people. So that was probably my talent too, being able to be like chameleon type shit, like adapt.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this too, man. And it's interesting you said that, because I tell you this, when you dance, you do remind me of like one of the old school tap dancers. And the reason why I say this is when you start, you can tell when you start feeling it. I'm talking about you particularly. Because when you start feeling it, there you go. You get the smile on your face. And I don't really think nobody else does that. And it just flows, and you know it flows because you go with what's going on with the music at the time. Even in your battles, like, this isn't rehearsed. Like, you could tell, because somebody might have went out in the circle and did something, and you would do something that went with the flow of what they did, but not do the exact same thing.
Yeah, the exact same, exactly.
And it's like, man, like,
yeah, that was my whole thing. I was just like, that's really what amazed me sometimes, because I sit back and watch my video. I'll sit back and watch one video maybe like 80 times, bro. Like, no exaggeration. My brother be right here. I'll be sitting right here watching the video 80 times. Like, certain things I call, you know the saying, lightning in the bottle. It's hard to catch lightning in the bottle, right?
Yeah.
So those rounds, what I call those rounds, majority of the rounds that I put up on Instagram, I'm not gonna put none up if I feel like it ain't that. To me, personally. You know what I'm saying? So if you be able to look through my Instagram and just be able to look and just be like, cause it's a whole, like, I feel like my Instagram is like underrated, but this Chicago, you know how it be, whatever. But if you sit there and really go through video for video, you can only see signature moves. You know what I'm saying? I have signature moves that I do, you know, like dead drop off, or you'll see me signature move the guitars, or you signature move, you'll shoot the guns. Like, those are signature moves. But that's one thing that I never get tired of with dancers, because it shows your brand.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It show your brand and show where you come from. So I never get tired of signature moves, but I get tired of the same arithmetic, the same tit-tat, 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 the same format. Like, you have to switch it up. The format has to be completely different. Me coming in, and the only way the format gonna be different if you really know your music. It's not about the moves anymore. Like, once you learn the basics, and know where your body, where you can control your body to go to, that's when the music gonna be like your ultimate guide. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be your ultimate guide, because now it's like that certain beat drop, now what? It's already shit running through your head, going crazy. You steady going back. But then, like me personally, like I feel like I'm the best, but it's definitely great ass dancers that I be going up against that make me keep on top until I'm 35. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be 36 this year, and I'm the only active dancer from back in the day that still get up on the shit like that, be in the circle of the shit, and I'm sure they don't respect me. They don't rock 7 to 30 hours shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what they expect from me. You know what I'm saying? Changing the format up. That's the whole thing. It's better now, ain't it?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's better.
Yeah, go there. It's better. I had to take them headphones. I think they need to be charged up right quick.
Okay.
I was gonna whip out the beats on you, but you know I ain't have the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That'd been all right. But continue on.
But yeah, that's pretty much the format. So that's basically gonna give me the opportunity to change the format of music. That's why I got like a different variety of DJs I listen to. Like, but for sure, like my favorites is like for sure always gonna be the Clint, the Rashad, the RP Boo, like them my top, like in no particular order. You feel me? Like no particular order, because you could put all three of their mixes in together in one, and you wouldn't even know the difference. You feel me? I mean, if you know the DJ, then you gonna know the sound. You know what I'm saying? But RP Boo, Clint, Rashad, real killers like Dion, rest in peace. I come up off him. Spear, Double AC, like I can Sluggo, for sure Sluggo. You know you get the party going. DJ Dion, Limo, like Trenches, from the Trenches DJ, real Trenches DJs that's from Chicago that was in the mix of the parties, and they was there when the shootout popped off, or they was there when something happened, somebody got hurt, and they gotta pack up all their equipment and shit like that and hurry up and get up out of there. You feel me? They been in the way well uncomfortable situations, but they didn't pay their ass good enough to be there, so they in there, and because they ain't scared of their city. So them the DJs I love, you feel me? Like all them DJs ain't like that. But I forgot to mention DJ Rock, one of my like would definitely put him in the category with Clint Rock and RP. You feel me? And like Clint Rock, RP, that Rashad, like that's wouldn't be no other. Another DJ I've been following for a very long time, and one of my favorites is DJ MC. You know what I'm saying? Probably since my beginning of my Goon Squad days, actually, I really got put on to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you start with Goon Squad or with someone before?
I actually, my first footwork group that I was with was called Underground.
Oh, word. You start the group?
No, actually, it was my godfather. His name is Nadov. He used to dance for House Somatics. He used to dance for Final Phase. He's a very big pillar in the city. Like, I mean, in the city files when it comes to dance. And I'm gonna even set up a conversation where you can get an interview with him, because he was around for the Qs and Darions. He know the ins and outs. He started my career. He actually the one brought me into this footwork industry.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? So he's the he was the baby, and I was the Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. Like when I say it was only a few younger ones like us dancing, was like it was me, Dave, and which is all original Goon Squad members. But how we met was like so crazy, because we met doing something we love. And these niggas was in my neighborhood. We literally from like the low end though. You know what I'm saying? Like all our family from the low end like that. So we grew up in the Dearborns, the Robert Taylors. We was pretty much, you know, Calumet building. Those the buildings I grew up in as a shorty. You feel me? Project to project. You can stay away. My daddy and them, that was their little stomping ground, runaways and shit like that. So I was always in the culture of what we call now the culture, because it wasn't never called the culture. You feel me? Like this word come out of nowhere, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, that the word, because it gives it some type of voice, it gives you some type of feeling or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
it's what it is too. I mean, it is a culture. It is part of Chicago culture.
And you know what? It's been
and it helped us start Goon Squad.
It helped us start Goon. I was just gonna say that. That's crazy. It helped us start Goon Squad. And being that that was like that, so now it's underground. Let me get back on top because I don't want to go straight out. Yeah. So I started off with underground. I went to Bryn Mawr, which is on 73rd and Jeffrey, which is called E45a Academy now. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I was dancing since 5 years old. Mm-hmm. So I was literally coming from out of kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the stage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting the stage. Anybody that know me, I've been on the stage. I've never been afraid of no crowd. And it was so funny because when I was little, I used to have like a little, like my come out. You know how people got their little certain come outs, how they come out? And my come out was so funny because it was like the first time I ever footwork, right? Mm-hmm. And not to be on no funny shit, literally it was girls fainting. Like, oh my God, like, oh, like they was fainting, gang. Like, not to be on no funny shit. So, the next time.
From Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. So, this what gave me, you feel me? Then I go to the crib, go put that VHS in there and watch his whole concert, watch the movie. When Carlton played him, when Lil Carlton was Lil Michael Jackson at the time, and all that, they went, all that. So, it was a whole movie then. So when the next time I came on stage, it was 2 other dancers that I came up with, which is they big names actually right now still. Martell, BD Tail BD, y'all probably know him as Martell. He was a lunatic. He is a lunatic. Like, once a lunatic, always a lunatic. You feel me? So, if you ever was a lunatic, you always a lunatic. You know what I'm saying? We rap lunatic.
You a lunatic?
Yes, I am a lunatic. You feel me? It'll never go nowhere. You know, I done got chains and everything made. You feel me? All type of shit. Like, real jewelry made. Like, ice. Montel. It was another guy named Jovan. You know what I'm saying? He was raw as hell, like cold. It was a lot of people that you wouldn't be able to be talked about if it wasn't for me to actually say their name, because these other dancers not gonna say other people's names who people they ran into the party because they came under us. And not even that though, they don't even know the people they ran into in the party. Like, damn, my dude dogged us in there. Like, and they mad, they gonna keep their torch. Everybody run around with their torch right now. They don't never want to pass the torch. See, I never had nobody to pass the torch to, so I always got to rep my brand and be always, I came in by myself, and I don't intend leaving by myself. I'm leaving a legacy behind me, you feel me? Which is King's Court, the Leader of Legends, Goon Squad, Lunatics, Underground. Like, that's all part of my legacy. You know what I'm saying? So, once, out of grammar school, I was in mid grammar school, everything like that. I joined CMB.
Oh, straight up. So this is what year was this then? You said grammar school, 88.
90 dad. I want to say like 90 dad. Yeah, my grandma died New Year's Day. May she rest in peace. Her day just passed. She died New Year's Day. And that was so crazy. My grandfather died the day before her. So he died New Year's Eve and she died New Year's Day.
Same year, like? Or, so you said the same, literally?
Listen, 98, 99, like the day how you go into the next day?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he died on the 31st, she died on the 1st.
Man.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah,
I was probably like 11, you know what I'm saying? But this was my inspiration. This is the one used to keep the mics on my feet, buy the mics for me so I could be fresh dancing. Because anybody ever knew me, I always like the dancing mics. You feel me? That'd be my whole thing. That's the only show I feel comfortable dancing in or whatever. But okay, so around that time, early 99, whole time like that, I'm starting to get introduced to, because now this when my godfather really started stepping in on me, you feel me? Because being my father was going through something, he just lost both his parents back to back, you feel me? I know that feeling now to this day. May my father rest in peace. I know what he was going through. And then he was young at that time.
You know what I'm saying? My father died when he was only 50 years old. He got killed. You feel what I'm saying? To gun violence in Chicago. We'll get into that later on. You feel me? But Godfather stepped up, coming to get me every day, coming to get me from the crib. OG, come get him. So every day I'm going to practice. I'm going to somebody practice. They practice. I'm going to somebody practice. And then at the time, my godfather was taking his hiatus right there around that dancing time. So he was just going to show love to different groups. But he was really, I really feel like he was scouting me out.
Who was your godfather? Was that
Nadar Muhammad. Everybody call him Nate.
Okay.
Anybody know about like Tish, any one of them, Reese, any one of them, they know about like, he come from that era. The Maurice Dillers, the Tish Waters, all that era. You feel me? Clint, all them. That's how I even met Clint, all them through him. Bringing me to the parties. I told you I've been dancing since I was like 5, so I'm coming. He taking me to the parties. I'm like 7, 8 years old. You feel me? I'm in the parties, like grown parties. Yeah. You feel me? Like, but I'm on it. So he's real tall and big. He about 6'6", big. You feel me? Come around Xavier. He'll kind of remind you of Xavier. Rest in peace. You feel me? But no shade on Xavier. My old man was better than him. You feel me? But my old man was way proud of him. I'm gonna send you a video. He still got it to this day. He was just dancing with one of his sons, like showing me, like I still got it. You know what I'm saying? But when I basically see him as like scouting me around different groups, because we went to K59 practice, we went to house arrest practice, house arrest 2 practice. We went to I think we went to who else practice we went to? I think we was out west somewhere. Cause this I even started messing with Reggie, even kicking it with Reggie, them old school Reggie, them you know what I'm saying? I met him through them. So it was I think it was around the times with Reggie that was there, really like that.
Hey, J-Dot ain't in right now. I just supposed to parachute though. I know.
I'm doing an interview right now. We finally get to CMD. We didn't ever make it to final phase because final phase was already lit at the time. You know what I'm saying? I know about Lil Will.
Oh yeah, Lil Will.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Will. I don't know why I just connected, but he was his name was Lil Will. He was raw too, but I got the best eventually. You know what I'm saying? When I finally had my way with him. You know what I'm saying? So, but CMD was more. I felt like was my swag, and it was more in my neighborhood. We practiced at Grand Culture. You know what I'm saying? That was easier for me to come from off Jeffrey or come from off Cottage Grove because those the blocks I grew up between. I told you really like State to Lake, so it was Cottage Grove all the way to then that back Yates. You know what I'm saying? Manistee, all them blocks, Escanaba, Exchange, Coles, all. So that was the farthest I could go from the lake to probably Cottage Grove at that age. The field house on Ingleside. I can actually walk through my neighborhood, walk through Sircon, walk through the pocket and go right there. You know what I'm saying? This one you could walk through the hood. All us was dancers then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was like a rule, but you really couldn't. You couldn't bully a game bang with the basketball players or the dancers. You know what I'm saying? That used to be a thing back in the day. That was like an untold code. You feel me? I don't know, but. It be like that though. Times change. So now we get to CMD. I'm in love though, cause so now it's only like Reggie, younger Reggie, Lunatic Reggie, and Steve. It was another boy named Thaddeus, but he wasn't too much of a footworker, but he knew how to footwork. Mm-hmm. Mouse. It was another one of our friends named Jermaine. It was, I could damn near name a lot of people that was with us. Artil, CMD was CMD. We was the best. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I can remember. Man, I was around that time. You saw my 99, 2000. I was living in Alabama that time, and that's the time I actually like DJ Thaz, and you actually start ordering stuff online. Now I remember. I think it was Clint that made the track though. CMD.
Yeah, that CFP. Right, CFP.
Yeah. That track.
Yeah, we had made a few on them though. We did. He did the Lunatic track that I Ain't Never Scared. That Bone Crusher sample.
Yeah.
We had a female group at the time too, all footworkers called the Dime Pieces.
I remember that track. I ain't never seen it, but I remember that track though. Yeah.
Right. So it was basically Angelique. The Joanna. It was White Girl, y'all. Shadon. Shavana. Natalie. Shit, you might as well say Shakima. She was a baby at the time. She was a baby at the time, but Shakima, she was one of them original hitters. Like, if you ever seen the little girl on the floor and you was like, oh my God, that little girl, that was Shakima. Like, you feel me? She was that. And then after that, it was Marielle. You know what I'm saying?
Marielle started shooting like 4-5.
Yeah, 4-5 years old, hitting whole performances. 10-minute performances. Like, hell yeah. These little kids, they decent, but that Major X ain't got nothing on the way them kids used to dance back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion. You feel me? So now we go through our lunatic phase. Boom. I'm hitting the parties now. But now I gotta battle them. When I first joined them, I joined them with my cousin Raynard. Now Raynard, he later became Terror Squad. You know what I'm saying? His name Ray Halsted on Facebook if anybody knew him. You feel me? And not no lie, he was fair. He was good in it. He was in there. You know what I'm saying? He was right with me. He had skills. You know what I'm saying? He was up there with me. You feel me? After that, he went to Terror Squad. I was staying in Lunatics for a while longer. Kiki Mouse. They really kept me in the mix, everything. You know what I'm saying? Then we had Vaughn. Now Vaughn is not a footworker.
Nah, he was just the hype man.
He's the hype man. You feel what I'm saying? He's the ultimate. My homie, you up? You ain't on. Ooh, all the time you thinking like this really better than the nigga that's sending them. The whole time he don't even dance.
Right.
It's one nigga Vaughn though. You feel me? So as we got older, everything going on, you feel me? We started hitting the parties. I was being able to come out with them and stuff. We doing parades. We did a lot of parades together. You know what I'm saying? I probably did about 6-7 parades with them. Cause remember, I was just around them at first, coming to the parades and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Being supportive on the floats and stuff. And to be funny, not to be funny, 2004, I actually got ran over by a float. And yes, my whole left leg got ran over by a truck. Like,
you get these leg injuries, man.
This really why everybody I feel like know me after this situation. Now it's me and Keita Boo. Oh, Keita Boo, another one of the Dime Pieces that was part of us then. So at the time, Keita Boo sitting on the float. I ain't even put on my uniform yet. So, cause we don't start. The parade used to start at 35th. You feel me? We battling already when we first get there. It's a big circle. We battling before the parade even start. Clinton them got everything set up. It's busting right. Well, you on 39th right there. That's what we're battling at. But the parade to start from 35th all the way up. So where the Family Dollar at now? Or the gym? No, matter of fact, it's on 39th. It's a little Family Dollar or something right there, like that right there. So
yeah, I'm gonna join right now.
They used to be the parking lot. Go down. Come fresh, we come fresh first, Well, so now, this was probably my first parade out with CMD. So, no, matter of fact, we did the blue jean jumpsuits before that. So no, that was the next year after. This where my leg is. So I'm sitting on the float. I'm trying to jump off the float. As I'm jumping off the float sped up and the tire caught my back of my shoe and caught my Achilles and threw me all the way down to the ground. Like, so the whole tire rolling me over. Just imagine somebody just rolling somebody over. It got up to my hip. Now people, I'm screaming. Everybody like, stop the truck, because it's moving slow. Because he sped up a little bit, then slowed down. Luckily, y'all see little baby in the back. That's how we go. So when that happened, I'm talking about the whole parade stopped. I mean, the news right there, Channel 5 news, everything right there, everything on the news. Luckily, my leg, the human body is amazing, because not a leg was broke, my leg wasn't broke, no tendencies was tore, nothing was tore. They sat me in the ambulance. They looking at my leg. All I got is tire marks on my leg, and the other side is from the tire marks smashing my leg into the concrete. So all you see is concrete marks, like my leg smashed into the concrete. You feel me? You just see the marks.
Boy, that's the grace of God right there, boy. Golly.
Yo.
Hey, what year was that again?
This was 2004. Yeah, this is 2004. And we had our orange and white academic outfits. You know what I'm saying? That was another thing about our outfits too, compared to our uniforms that we wore. We wore actual designer clothes and then went on the floor and danced. You know what I'm saying? Because CMD, if ain't nobody know, it mean Cash Money Dancers. You know what I'm saying? Just for the pod, you know what I'm saying? Letting them know.
Now was that after Cash Money, the record label, or was that just something else?
You know what? It was in the midst of all that going on.
Okay.
So I feel like it was Cash Money Records, and I feel like I can't really tell you. I have to let Bernard tell you that that was the founder of the group and the CEO of the group. You feel me? So it stuck to me because I was young, like to get money, and for me to be a footworker. And then I think I was staying in Inglewood at the time on Racine, on 68th and Racine. So my whole everything was different. I was around a whole different gang, whole different people. You feel me? So I had to adapt. My only thing was for me to adapt when I came around was dancing. That's the only thing probably kept niggas from jumping on me, fighting on me. They damn shorty raw as hell then. But I done had fights where niggas tried me on the basketball court. We fight like that. But the dancing, which I shout out to Stilo, saved my life. Footwork saved my life. Footwork saved a lot of lives. You feel what I'm saying? Man, after I get ran over from the floor, back on top, 30 minutes later, who's back out there footworking when the track dropped? And this we got Spin DJing for us. And Spin can testify to you for this. He was sitting on the floor, everything when he's standing on the floor, looking down. There's tons and tons of pressure on me. Not a leg broke, nothing popped, nothing. 30 minutes later, I'm at the ambulance. I'm sitting on the floor. My leg, I'm just steady rotating my leg, and the track drop.
Oh, the Egyptian Lover sample? I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, if you know what you know, when that track came out, we was the first ones that had that track. That track, and then we had the best equipment too, like that too. Like everybody had like top, like other equipment on it. And you had niggas shit 8 blocks away. Yeah, that track out. Yeah, that track. I think Spin. That's Spin track. That's DJ Spin track. You gotta go on one of you gotta go on SoundCloud, or you gotta go on one of the old little moves. But soon as that happened, I jumped off the floor. My godfather right there, everybody right there, everybody looking. They is in total amazement. Like this is dancing, the whole float just ran him over. I'm dancing. So I say about 2004 is really when the breakup had happened with CMD Lunatics. And this is where Goon Squad come into effect.
Okay.
Now when Goon Squad, I think I had went to I went to a show at the
where is it?
It was on Michigan. On Milwaukee, Congress Theater. And we supposed to battle. It was a big ass battle. This how Creation really got they little hype up. This how
I just have to dig myself up.
This how TS really got they hype up with the what you looking for? Ain't no. This how it's over there. This how this is how the whole war started between Creation and TS at Congress Theater. How I feel, because at the time I'm so lit on dancing, not focused, because I'm going to every battle. If you really got, and I swear Walla really ain't lose as much footage as he did. You know what I'm saying? I was there at Walla. Had a lot of videos, battles. But one video that stuck out with everybody the most was probably the battle between me and Chemo. Lil Chemo.
Oh, Lil Chemo. Okay.
Yeah, Lil Chemo.
West Side.
Yeah, from the West Side. I mean, because Chemo from Creation can't fuck with me. I mean, that's evident. Like, he got good moves, bro, but like, he don't got that. Like, you can put his video up to my video. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really stand on my business when I talk about these dancers. I tell them that on interviews. I tell them in their face, and I show them. You feel me? It's a difference. You feel me? Like, but anyway. So, that battle stood out the most like that. So, when I was just coming to the battles and stuff like that, bro, them not coming. You know, they getting older. They having kids. I think Mouse had just had his little girl not too, like, he was the first out of all us to start having kids. You feel me?
Hey,
So,
can we pause for a moment? Because this thing's about to cut off, and I can send you another link so we can pick it back up. You want to take like a 5-minute break?
we can for sure.
Cool. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, because it just popped up saying less than a minute. I ain't wanted to just...
Yeah, I see it said 36 seconds.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this one, and I'm going to send you another one in about 5 minutes.
All right, bet.
All right, right on.
Foot workout.
Hey, well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot. Be sure to check out our guest of the day's information, the individual social medias and websites. That way you can support, because it's a good thing that we all support each other, right? And yo, Give Us the Works now is every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. So stay tuned. On the fourth Wednesday of this month, we shall continue our conversation with today's guest. But until then, be sure to take care of yourself. God bless you, and footwork out.